All right, guys. So it is the final video, 5 of 5. This one is going to talk about ambition. I feel like ambition is the most widely analyzed theme of Macbeth and followed closely by fate. But for sure, ambition is the biggest question and biggest obstacle that we're going to come in contact that you came in contact with while reading Macbeth. I first want to start off with remember Waddles's quote up on the board. It says, "A man's ambitious appetite for power, once preyed on everything in its path, can eat up only itself." I want to talk about this specifically with Lady Macbeth's character. I feel like throughout the entire play, as Macbeth is the title character, we can see ambition taking over his life and really steering him into the direction which inevitably led to his downfall. But Lady Macbeth is the character that starts off with this fierce ambition for power. And it's not even greatness, because she realizes that as a woman she will never be considered a great historical figure. She realizes that for her to get the power that she wants, she needs to be associated with a great and powerful man. I think she really is the personification of that that quote, "Behind every great man there is a great woman." We can obviously debate the greatness of Lady Macbeth's character, but when it comes to getting what she wants and manipulating those around her to get what she wants, she does have a tremendous power in doing that. I think that the drive for ambition is, well, I mean, it's obviously leading to their downfall. The unchecked ambition can never be fulfilled. Lady Macbeth is just constantly saying, like, "You're not a man, you're not doing this, and I want you to, and you have to," and on and on and on, in order to manipulate Macbeth into doing what she wants. And then we can go ahead and look at how her ambitious appetite really did go ahead and eat her up. She is, in the very beginning, she's going off and convincing people and convincing Macbeth to murder Duncan and taking the situation into her own hands when leaving the daggers with the guards. But then once Macbeth goes off onto his own path and starts to murder people, the people that he sees as the biggest threat, her ambition very quickly eats her character. She is sleepwalking, she's going crazy, she's seeing blood on her hands, that whole out damned spot thing. We had the hand washing sign up in the classroom that repeated this whole mini monologue until the point where she eventually kills herself. So just in that scene, just in that like character line path by itself, we can see that Waddle's quote does actually ring true for multiple characters, not just the title character. Macbeth really does go along with unchecked ambition, because for a long time Lady Macbeth was manipulating him. And then once he felt comfortable killing and doing whatever he wanted to get what he wants, there was no one really there to check him. At one point, Banquo's ghost reappears, and I feel like that's the final attempt at checking his ambition. He does go a little bit insane in that scene, but there really is no other aspect until he loses his mind completely and just goes into battle with men deserting him at every turn, and Birnam Wood moving, and him realizing, "Oh, this is it, this is where I die," and he accepts his fate. But after Banquo's ghost coming into that banquet, no one is checking his ambition, and he just keeps on going and going and going until we can relate it back to Waddle's quote, where it eats himself up. I think ambition is the one theme that really can relate to every single other theme. So if you've been assigned ambition, I feel like you have a pretty big task ahead of you. You definitely don't have to associate it with every theme, but you do have a lot of leeway to get really, really creative with your analysis. And I'm really excited to see it. All right. Say goodnight, Fitzwilliam. Good night, Fitzwilliam.